Immortals, if they feel like the problem was
10
picks
seconds
more than the
remaining.
IO itself, like you can try to
5 seconds
pick a
remaining.
lineup that I can actually deal with the IO a little bit better, that closes the gap, or just just don't pick Jugger. I feel like the Jugger, just because if you have a Terrorblade, even if you armed, he has Metamorphosis and he fight. As the Juggernaut, he has Blade Fury, but it's really not that great, especially because he didn't. Maybe just try to play around the IO, but they're actually taking their time trying to decide whether, because Optic will probably try to pick it again.
Yeah, no, there's no reason for them not to. It did so much work. I mean, we watched Zayas. He literally just started chasing after the Juggernaut in the top lane, just trying to line up those spirits, trying to get himself a kill. He took the 60 damage talent as well because he was just running amok. He's having a great time. He's one of the best IO players in the world, I think, personally. So if you can take your favorite hero, why not? I guess they figured the Visage was a bigger problem, though. It was a lot of burst damage coming out, especially because they did have a Death Prophet. So they banned that out, but I don't know. I guess it's up to what PPD and Zai think, right? If Zai wants to play it again, if PPD thinks it's a good draft, or maybe they want to switch it up a little.
Yeah, they have the upper hand for it. I would like to see, if Immortals, if they want to get the DP, just try to not first phase it, because then you give the opportunity for Optic to tailor a draft around burst. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, there's no reason not to pick that hero after the performance that Zai gave in game number 1.
I agree. Maybe try to snatch some of the pairs that Optic run IO. I feel like the Gyro was a pretty good combination there. The fact that you give so much mana for the Gyro, he always has Rocket Barrage, faster, so just gets on top of your supports, and you're always afraid of getting A+.
So I understand the idea of the Ancient Apparition, especially when you see that IO pickup, right? Because you want to make sure that Zai's not going to be able to heal. Oh no. Oh no. The IO Beastmaster offlane combo. Oh dear god. That is going to be very difficult for Immortals to have to deal with. But going back to the Ancient Apparition pick, right? So we think of anything that's got a lot of healing, Alchemist, Necrophos, IO. Ancient Apparition is a counter in the sense that he can cancel out that healing. But here's the problem. AA has to get his level 6. Has to get his level 6. You have to have enough damage going behind him as well to make it, super effective. And this is a hero that struggles depending on the lineup, depending on how hard the other team is pressuring to get those levels and become relevant. So I'm a little, I understand what they're doing with this pick. I think it could go really well with the Chronosphere. It just really depends on if they can get the levels on the Ancient Apparition, right?
I feel like there's another thing that you can do with the AA if you actually get a good second support tri-lane hero. You can try to get Chili Fingers level 1 and try to burst the IO. I'm not sure that's what they try to do, but seeing the IO Beastmaster, it kind of forces him more. So maybe if they get a good other support, it can actually
5 seconds remaining.
Have enough burst. A little bit safer.
So if we see something like a tri-lane coming out from the side of Immortals, right? What if we see something like an Elder Titan come out and they just go full tri-lane against them? Optic gaming, I'm saying, to punish that, because Elder Titan loves himself a tri-lane.
Yeah,
the more heroes in the lane, the more creeps, you can be really, really dominant and put a lot of pressure down. Of course, that means that you've got to pick something for Pycat that can be self-sustaining, right?
Yeah. 10 seconds. I would like to see the Elder Titan. I feel like it's a good game, but then you're gonna have a position 5 Elder Titan. I saw PPD playing the hero. Definitely an option. And it's a good pick versus the Faceless Void. You can always zone him out of the target that he's trying to. Yara, pretty good. They get more Shadow Food. They don't usually pick heroes that CCNC like very much, but if they do, a lot of burst damage.
Well, I'm also thinking too with the Elder Titan. So say you throw on the Elder Titan coming out on the side of Optic. We go for this beautiful Chrono, but Elder Titan is not in it. The Earth Splitter, the Sleep, all of that stuff is really good to interrupt as well. Definitely.
Solid pick. You can also stack a lot, so the Beastmaster is going to have a lot of stacks charm with the Wild Axes later. they're on the dire side. So the dire side is one of the best spots for Elder Titan, just because not only you can make a lot of stacks, but you can leech a lot of extra move speed and damage from bases. Right side of the map. I like that pick. Oh, and they know about that. They actually get the Elder Titan. That was pretty good.
No, I also think they just couldn't afford to let it land into the hands of Optic Gaming. It's just too good.
Exactly.
Way too good with all the setup that they have too, that be able to slow down using the IO tether, and again, just does a lot against that Faceless Void. Now, okay, so we do get the Bane pickup here, so that's more lockdown coming out. What if... Oh no, OD... Okay, so OD's already been banned. Alright, good on Immortals for taking that hero out, because I feel like that hero is very strong. Especially, you know...
10 seconds remaining.
Just a pretty good laner, obviously, and then also it gives you a lot of save, so, you know, Ancient Apparition is looking for something there. You can go and just throw out the Astral, you can Astral the Void, now with the Elder Titan pickup, you know, you can cancel that out, so it is taken out, though. So what do we see here for CCNC, and what do we see for PyCat? Because right now this draft is feeling really strong for Optic. Immortals, you know, the later it goes, it's probably going to be nicer, but... Get the Abaddon, too, for that shield.
I really like the Abaddon. Good answer for, you know, pretty much everything that Bane has, besides Impossible. Counter to the Primal Roar, good laner. I should try lane on the side of...
10 seconds remaining.
It's also a pushing hero. They're lacking a little bit of push there, but with the Curse of the Avernus, the Helm of the Dominator, that he's most likely gonna build. Roll. Beastmaster. So more push for Optic. They have Roshan. They have, you know, Tro and Io. They're a pretty good combination. Tro already has a lot of move speed, but pretty tanky now.
It's a great combination. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Troll and Io go together like PB and J. It's fun stuff right there. You get the overcharge, get a little bit of move speed if you're the Io. I think it's safe to say I'm pretty sure Zai will be going for another 60 damage talent this game with the troll move speed. But also, one thing I'm a little concerned about here. So yeah, we've got the IO Beastmaster. That's a strong lane. I'm guessing though that PPD is going to be staying in the bottom lane and protecting PyCat, right? Because Troll is a great hero, but you do need to take care of him. Unless they're trying to do like a 1v1, just solo off lane against the Troll. I think you have to be kind of careful about that.
Yeah, I would say Abaddon actually deals pretty well with Troll, because really Optic will like to dual lane just so that you get a lot of levels on that Beastmaster and the IO. Maybe you lane Bane plus Troll in the top lane, Vi on Beastmaster, and if you actually have troubles, you can try to rotate them. But yeah, I like...
You pick up a Nyx Assassin for CCNC, and he just hunts her the entire time. They weren't able to do much with that hero, so, do see it banned out, though, because if they get a good Chronosphere, obviously, that could do some serious damage against Optic Gaming, but... Oh, we get the Lina for CCNC. We saw Weeha actually playing this hero on Pain the other day, and he just was so good with the hero. I'm seeing more and more of this now, too, so...
Really like the Lina here. Usually, with Abaddon, it's kind of hard to burst the Faceless Void, but as long as they charge Enfeeble for like 1 second, it's going to be enough for an LSA into that Faceless Void. They actually have so much lockdown inside of Optic. That Abaddon, he's going to struggle in teamfight to actually help all his allies. And
he's got so many people he has to take care of.
Yeah.
Choose your hero.
Okay. Tiny.
I don't know how I feel about this. I get the idea, you know, Tiny's supposed to be able to burst down heroes, but I'm not super feeling this right now. I feel like, too, that's so much melee on the side of Immortals here. You got a Troll who's gonna have axes. I guess, I mean, you know, if we look at this Tiny as being, you know, more of a bursty style, but... Lockdown, too, coming out from Optic. I just feel like this is a really nice draft. I don't know, Bowie.
They have, you know, a lot of tools. I mean, they have that IO. It's kind of... It's a pretty comfort draft for Optic. And it's going to be up for Immortals to try to challenge that lane and...
10 seconds remaining.
Good trades in the mid game. But I do like the Tiny here. Usually, you know, you see some range heroes and like, oh no, that Tiny's going to destroy. But he has so much base damage that you can get a lot of denies, and if you play well, and I mean, Ryoya is an amazing... you can actually get some decent experience advantage and just win the lane surprisingly. So, you know, Tiny's throwing Shadow Fiends, throwing a lot of heroes that think I would win. It's all about rotations too. Optic. Have to see.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of it comes down to how good of a lane Pycat gets here too, right? Because that was what happened in game number 1, is that Pycat just had himself an amazing laning phase. They couldn't kill him. They tried. They rotated. And he just was unkillable, basically, especially when he was tied up with that IO. Granted, IO probably going to be going south with the Beastmaster, although you can rotate that around any way you like. I think it's going to come down to, you know, lanes going a lot better and...
Prepare for battle.
All right, let's see. So Pycat going up here. Looks like the rest of the 4 going out towards the bottom. They get a smoke. But immediately, probably just going to go play some wards, get some intel.
They were talking about burst, right? It feels like Immortals, they have a tank here right now. You have another Titan, Tiny, a tank here, a Baton, damage as well as a time. Feels like they try to address some of the problems in the...
And they do spot each other out over here. It's going to be pretty hard to get a kill over onto this Faceless Void unless you've got a lot of stun, which right now they don't have on the side of Optic. So I don't think he's going to get too greedy and try to go in here for the stun, obviously, because it is still pretty scary. But doesn't feel like he needs to run away from it either. Titan and a Baton here, top lane. So we're seeing a... how is this going?
I actually like this from Immortals. Instead of trying to protect the Faceless Void, they're gonna try to shut down Pro with 2 heroes, which I feel like it's a good idea, because I would say, yeah, Beastmaster IO is super hard to deal with, but as long as MP gets a magic one here, he maxes time on, might be okay. He won't have a good lane. Top, they're gonna be able to pressure that Troll a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that's very important because this hero really kind of needs some time to get online. He's going to need some farm. Bane is going to be able to throw out a little bit of harass, but against this tri-lane, it's going to be very difficult for him to get much done. I don't know. They do get the pull off, though. Hello, leading the creeps to feed him over here. Timely death. And this mid matchup can't be feeling super comfortable here for Roya versus CCNC. So it's not actually going to be a full tri-lane. Looks like the Ancient Apparition is making his way down. We'll get a nice D-ward over here. 100 gold easy. PPD's just going to get staplered to death, or baby rattled rather. He doesn't have the stapler on his Elder Titan. My bad. I feel
like Dubo needs to be very careful here because, like Faceless Void, very successful. Knows that the AA rewarded, so he's probably trying to...
Yeah, I feel like Dubu has to be so careful that he doesn't get out of place here, because they'll definitely punish them if they can find that opening, get him slowed. These spirits do so much damage early on, Bowie. It's a lot of potential here. Faceless Void, luckily, you know, they don't have any hard lockdown, so he's going to be able to just run himself away, but he does take quite a bit of harass. Both of these heroes, it's a problem.
Start stacking up on you. And MP actually went for the first point in time dilation, so no bashes. He's trying to maybe dive the IO after he commits there, and that might be how they're gonna try to chili fingers.
Maybe he's gotta be a little careful here. He's gonna try to go and cut the wave, I'm guessing. No, he's just gonna TP out. I think that's a better call because he's gonna take some damage from those creeps if he tries to pull, so... Bane would be more than happy to brain sap him as well and get a kill.
Banner is getting an okay lane, but it feels like the troll not really backing out from...
Whirling Axe is coming in, they'll have to go. Oh, that's a nice bash coming out from Pycat. He'll throw out the slow. There's the Aphotic Shield. Do they dive them for this? I don't think you do that. I think that's a little too much. Especially because the Elder Titan is making his way right back up to lane. Although he is still level 1, Bowie, so there's no stomp available just yet.
A lot of creeps though. That's gonna be pretty happy with that extra damage. Kinda doing actually pretty well versus. Yes. So as long as Ryoya can get a fast blink tagging, I hope he goes blink. They're gonna have a lot of burst. Lina, even the Io. And yeah, I feel like this game is really all about how much this throw out of lane. For now, he's actually. If they can't really shut the throw down, it's gonna be a problem. Because Faceless Void, he can stay here, but you know, only has 4 left.
I feel like they're just not doing anything to this top lane. I don't know. I thought, you know, they started off with the tri lane, but then they rotated down to. Oh wow, looks like they were trying to go after a bit of a chase here. 33 trading some hits with this Faceless Void. There's going to be the slow coming in. Zai turns his attention over to Zubu. Needs to be careful though. Time dilation comes out. Zai trying to run himself away. Doesn't want that cold feet to proc, but he's untethered now. Now Dubu's in trouble here. He's looking like he's going to try to get some mana on, maybe to do something with that cold feet. Does actually have it, but I think 33 should be able to get this, and it should be in the bag form right now. Yeah, they'll get that kill. And in the top lane, it looks like they'll also be able to get a kill over onto PPD. Whirling Axes come out. Looks like Pycat's going to have to run himself away here. He's sitting very, very low. Looks like he's going to be fine, but Faceless Void now MP in the bottom lane. He's trying to juke, but there's no trees left because Zai went and he took them all down, and those axes find their target.
Yeah, as I was saying, like they rotated the tri-lane bottom, and it feels like they did that last game too. They were trying to force the IO back, but they were not really able to. This time, I feel like they have better resources. Yeah, Banner is already level 4, whereas last game that Darks here doesn't do that much.
Oh, Nightmare comes out over here on Velo. Looks like they're trying to just pop that shield. He doesn't have a lot of mana left here either, Bowie. He keeps having to save himself.
But he's gonna get levels.
Yeah.
I like that Dubu's trying to pull here, as we talked about. He really wants that Ice Blast and set up with the Faceless Void. Nope. Level 2 again. Level 3.5 from Peter.
Oh man, I love how Zai's using these orbs to scout too. Like they go, they see that there's a pull going on, and he just aligns those orbs so that way he can see if the Ancient Apparition is behind. They're actually going for a bit of a dive here over onto MP again. Time dilation comes out. The spirits do a lot of damage though, and it looks like Zai isn't going to commit just yet because there is a rotation coming out from the Elder Titan. 33 going to back off here as well. Alright, so we get the tri-lane back down here, right? They want to try to protect MP. Stomp comes out, does connect over here onto Beastmaster. They'll go and use the Chilling Touch. This is actually going to be a dead 33 without his IO there. He definitely needed some help.
I really like this because they spotted that IO bought a bottle. So it was like, okay, he's going to go for those bounties and did attack. So no Zai there, shoot header. They get a needed kill.
Yeah, definitely a different build than from the first game. Oh man, look at these body blocks coming out from PPD. They really want to try to get this kill over onto Velo, and it's getting really close so they can get a bash. They'll follow up in, gonna get a couple of these right clicks off. Whirling Axis, he's got that Optic shield. Ooh, I don't know. PPD's gonna have to walk himself back. I don't know if they necessarily needed that Nightmare. I think that might have actually saved him. Stomp does come out though over onto Lina here. CCNC is gonna get Avalanche, he's gonna get tossed. Still has that Fairy Fire, is gonna be able to maybe escape. Nope. Light Striker Ray did land over onto Roya, but the rest of the team was there and they had the right clicks.
I really like how they set up that kill. They start with the Ice Vortex, so the Lina was slightly slowed. Usually Lina pretty fast, so it's hard to land the stomp. The Ice Vortex amplifying the damage. So I like these Immortals. It looks like they have more opportunity.
They're trying to bait this, I think, a little bit. Yeah, he's got that Q. Zai's got to be careful. There's a lot of people standing nearby. Oh no, there's going to be the tether coming out, though. Right over onto the creeps. They're still giving chase. Can they still get this kill over on the Void? I don't know. With Roya being here and the IO not going to be able to tether. This is not looking great. I think 33 is actually dead. Yeah, that last little bit of tree toss coming through. Zai's like, please help me. Please let me tether. That was not far enough for me to tether to, but Nightmare comes out. Won't be able to get that last bit of stomp over onto Zai, and there's going to be the spirits. WE really wants to get this. Zai is going to rely on that tower and be able to walk away from it. Pycat got his eyes on the bad enough here.
Dire's is under attack.
MP is on level 6.
Radiant's middle tower
Okay,
is
they
under
have
attack.
work with. I really like his skill build. I feel like that's what you need. You need to respect the Io plus maxing time walk and even more. Now, get used with the chrono.
I don't think they have enough damage to go into this chrono. I think it's mostly going to be used as a disengage, but you know, it's funny, it kind of feels bad, right? So Dubu brought out a healing salve for this Void, and he's also got another one on him. Bane gonna be able to go throughout the Nightmare, put out a little bit of damage. Zai's gonna pair up with them. There's the Spirits coming out, Brain Sap coming through, the Axes. Oh, Dubu sitting very low, 40 hit points. They will run into this Elder Titan over here. He is going to force them back, but Dubu, he needs these levels, he needs the experience. Oh, 33 has the Axes, and he's super fast. That Cold Feet's not going to proc now. He's even faster with a little help from Zai here. They're looking. There's going to be the Nightmare coming out from PPD, though. He says, I know you're looking for a Chrono. We really want to get this kill on Febby, though. MP. Oh, the Roar comes out. Io hiding around the trees. We'll get the Tether. They're pretty speedy here. Should be able to run themselves away. So that rotation coming out from Tiny, not going to do what he really wanted here. PP's coming out, though. They might try to turn this back around. Zai. Nope. Tether's right back over onto his Beastmaster. And this is giving Pycat a nice lane.
I like that he doesn't go for the borrow time. Usually the carry will always be pressured, so you don't want to proc the borrow.
Missing top.
Any? Faceless Void still struggling a lot here. He has Chrono, so I guess they're waiting for the Blink Tag on Tiny or a. This is 10 minutes, so I expect them to give AEA.
Radiant's bottom
I guess the Tome 2 Outer Titan would be good. AEA Blast is, has a smaller cooldown. More plays.
Well, I think he needs something that's going to be able to add some synergy to this Chronosphere. Because right now they have, you know, they're all melee. It sets up, I guess, kind of nicely, so, you know, you can get into position, but that time that you're being held in Chronosphere also gives your enemies time to figure out what they want to do as well.
Yes, that's correct.
And that's scary. I think
they have the Helm of the Dominator on the Abaddon, as well as the Blink Dagger on Tiny, so that's a great rotation. He rotates here, shows without the Blink Dagger, gonna buy the Blink Dagger. So maybe they can try to set this up. I mean, Optic, they probably have an idea. Oh no, Tiny.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's got his eyes over here on CCNC, but there is a Bane standing nearby. There's a lot of pressure being placed on this bottom tower. And that's my worry about this Faceless Void, is that he's not going to be effective fast enough. Which is why I think the AA really does need the Tome. They need that Ice Blast. They need to put some damage out. Because Tiny, yeah, look at this. Tiny, they see he's got his Blink Dagger. PPD just going to walk right away from this, no problem. Does spot out this IO here, though, so... It's going to be the Chronosphere. Zai's going to try to get the reload out, but he's going to get bursted down, I think. Yeah, it's actually uncool. They'll turn back around, though. He doesn't need to leave. It looks like Zai going to be able to tether up to PPD. And it looks like CCNC also going to be able to get a kill over onto Dubu, so... They use the Chronosphere. They don't end up getting any kills. They do get that reload out from Zai, right? But... They didn't lose anyone, so... I mean, that's... pretty decent for Optic. I don't think they really mind. They did get Roar out as well. But it's just more time, more space for Pycat to pick up, finish up this, Oh man, my brain's blinking because I'm so tired. Alright, Battle Fury, that's the word. Lol.
It's very unfortunate because they had the Tome on the courier, but it was not fast enough to reach Dubu before he used it. Now he has the Ice Blast, but Chronosphere is on pool. He'll have the Blink Dagger though, so he can still try to make it. Oh yeah. Question is whether they're gonna find a mini. There's a lot of dire observe wards, so they actually know about.
There's the Ice Blast comes in. We'll land over onto 33, and they will get a nice kill with that. Zai gonna just walk himself away here. Does have a couple people that he could tether to if necessary. And top lane, Pycat just kind of man fighting Velo is gonna be able to maybe take down some of the Dom creep, but the rest of the team is making a rotation. Got this Blink Dagger. They're ready to just keep on using it. So. Pycat does have to be a little careful here.
It looks better for Immortals because they have you know, more opportunities, more stuff to do, but it's already a 5k goal lead again for Optic. Like, they always end up the lanes way ahead of. trying to posture here. There's no borrow time though. A Baron was saving a skill point, but he actually committed for another point first.
Alright, so this is interesting, right? Because PPD does have the Fiend's Grip, and he's gonna wait for initiation. We'll go for it, and they find themselves Pycat. He's gonna try to run himself out. The Laguna comes out, they'll still be able to go and grab hold of that Tiny. Plus that Nightmare coming out. Dubu was trying to get away so quickly, but he is gonna get body blocked. Now PPD in for a little bit of trouble here. That's a lot of damage coming out from Balo. It's gonna be the Brain Zap. Turn back around, Light Strike Array coming through. This creep with Zai. So fast, he's gonna go ahead and just TP himself out.
Time is money.
That's actually pretty good, right? So, yeah, you lose your troll, but you actually fight way outside of her base, so there's no objectives for Optic to get. The troll, he was actually getting pretty close to the Battle Fury. They're gonna... All that happens, the Faceless Void is farming, so... I guess that's... much the best case scenario, besides Tiny dying.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty bleak for him right now, because, you know, MP sitting at 3.4k net worth, while Pycat sitting at 5.6. Definitely feels pretty bad with the pressure that was placed in his lane, the fact that they were diving him constantly, the fact that the tri-lane really couldn't do all that much too.
Yeah, it's not... I feel like the tri-lane could actually do something, but Immortals, they really didn't commit 100% to their plan. They sent people top, but then they slowly sent people bottom. Like, you send that solo AA versus Beastmaster Io, right? There's
Zai? Zai's just bullying this Tiny right now. Alright, he's gonna TP out. Do they have the roar? I think they use it. Yeah, they use the roar. And, man, that double damage in the Alpha Wolf. Nothing to see here, guys. Just Io walking his puppers. That feels so bad. Oh, no. Yeah, and now they've got the chase on. They've got their eyes over here on Faceless Void. They've got their eyes on Dubu here too. Pycat making this rotation down. Looks like we will lose Velo, but Pycat is just gonna walk away here. They'll turn their attention back around. A little bit of a nap time coming out for Zai. He's totally okay with this though. The reload's coming out though. They've got their eyes over here onto the Faceless Void. Laguna comes out, but he's gonna be able to just go ahead, use that Q. That's what feels bad, man, but I don't think he can get away from this. There's a nice sweep coming out here. There's gonna be the Earth Splitter. Does a decent amount of damage here to Zai, but he's just gonna bring his core right back out again. He's got some bottle charges. He's feeling pretty good, and he even finds his wolf again, so life's pretty good for this disco ball.
Farming Haitians is an Io.
Although it might have gotten a little bit too overzealous there. Here it does find him and gets a revenge kill.
Alright, so what's the bright side for him? You have Faceless Void, so I would say a better core to fight, even though you don't have items. Like, by himself, he can't really get any solo kills, but he offers a lot of lockdown. So ideally, in 1 minute, they're gonna be able to go Optic play.
They did spot him out. Does have the roar up. He's got a level 2 Necronomicon online.
Yeah, so...
How is Pycat doing? He's got Battle Fury online. He's going for the SMY. Okay. A lot of heroes here in the mid lane. Roar comes out onto the Elder Titan. Feels kind of weird that they just poked at him like that. I don't know. Oh, it's on cooldown now.
We expected more.
I guess so.
Titan's actually level away.
You were mentioning though, what's the bright side for Immortals here? The bright side, like you said, they have Chronosphere over here on the Faceless Void, right? The ideal. Oh boy, look at this menagerie of just creeps that 33 has going on here. He's got a full summoner. He's got the Necronomicon. Oh boy, MP. You do not want to deal with all of this stuff. Yeah, I would walk out. But I feel like they've got so many parts that have to fit together to make this work, right? So the Faceless Void gets the Chrono. He doesn't have that much damage, though, yet. You need to get an Ice Blast in there. You need to try to get the Elder Titan to get that Earth Splitter. And then you need Roya just to, like, jump in afterwards. I don't know. It just feels like this draft is not as easy to execute as what Optic's got going on right now.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, I agree that's pretty hard, but
oh boy,
when you have a
well, I mean that's a good kill for them, definitely.
Yeah, and that's really the positive for the draft. Like when you have a DP, you kind of have to ult and you have to go fight, and if you're underfarmed, you're just gonna get bursted. Whereas when you have a tiny and AA, you can actually go for kills even when you're pretty far behind. And you end up killing the shoulder. That's a high value kill. And you're gonna transition this.
Oh, that toss. Poor BBD is gonna go throw himself into that nightmare, but they're gonna be able to pull it off, and it looks like he's gonna try to run himself out. The Earth Splitter coming in, though. They do manage to get the Light Striker, but they've got their target over here on Vela, and Vela's not the person you want to try to take down. Right now, Laguna Blade comes out, and they'll be able to clean up over onto Yoya. Dubu now, he's trying to run himself out. He's got that Ice Blast, but then there's no damage on these heroes. Oh, look at that reload, too. They're trying to grab Vela, but they didn't have the Yules up and running at that time.
Outside of their skills, they don't have damage, and that's really worrisome. And this is gonna be probably Roshan for...
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I guess, you know, MP does find himself the Hawk kill. He could try to be a little risky here, try to jump in there with the Chronosphere and get a steal, but I don't know, it's pretty scary. Yeah, no, he's not even gonna bother.
Alright, so Aegis on control. He doesn't have BKB, so there's still a big timing window when they can still burst Pycat. The real problem is that they can always aid Pycat with Zai. Even if you don't relocate him out, you can try to bring someone to at least punish whatever rotation that Immortals try to do. And that's what happened in the mid lane. But they ended up... But yeah, they're gonna try to go for smart trades. Hold this game. Faceless Void, one of the best late carries, but you need time.
Now CCNC's got to be careful down here being alone because they do have the Tiny with the Blink Dagger. It does a lot of burst damage, although he does have himself a Shadow Blade too, so if they're not carrying detection, should be able to get himself out, and they don't have the detection over on Febby. I don't know if Dubu has it. No, Dubu's got a little bit.
The Necronautical.
I mean, it might as well. Doing damage. Look at this, just menagerie being thrown over here. Right, so they've got an Aegis. Are they trying to find some sort of a pick-off first, do you think?
Yeah, that's all they can do. Hard for them to push lanes. You know, don't have a battlefield in the Faceless Void. Dude, Zai actually has
He's gonna try to run himself out, but he's just gonna get burst down too fast. Cold Feet does proc on Troll, but you think he cares Cold Feet? They're still hunting. They're trying to grab Febby here. I think if Zai may be tethered to CCNC, maybe he'd be a little bit faster. Maybe they could grab it. What?
Scanning.
this one.
Alright. Yeah, I guess so. He's having the time of his life. He's got his hero that normally gets banned out against him. He went for the 60 damage talent, like... Zai's having a fun time this game.
That's why he's that farm, really. You get the 6 damage cannon, you get a creep, so you just farm Ashes with your IO and suddenly... Pistol Void.
That feels bad, man. When the position for IO has more farm than your safe laner. Oof. The tower just goes down so easily. Still only have level 1 Ice Blast 2 on this AA, so... Unless they get some more damage soon. Optic doesn't seem very afraid of that.
They do have 3 points in the natural order. Yes, they have the Faceless Void Bashes are also... And you also have the Ice Vortex. The thing is that they lack levels. Actually, that's level 4 Ice Vortex. You have a pipe?
Oh no, but Abaddon's gonna take a little bit of a nap time over here by the tower. They're just so casual about it. Pycat just goes up, farms up some of those creeps, knows he doesn't have to really worry too much. The rest of his team will back him up. It's got an IO on board. And they are trying to wrap around on them. So this is what I was talking about, boy, right? Trying to get that perfect Chronosphere. That's a lot of heroes. That's, I think, definitely worth it. They should be able to get the roar off. No, they're not even going to bother. They're going to go and try to save them. But again, they have that Ice Blast that connected. I don't think it's going to be enough. Looks like 33 going to get taken down here. The rest of the team just going to wait patiently for Zai to come back. All by himself. Alright. Well, that's what we were talking about, though. Getting a good Chronosphere, being able to throw the Ice Blast in, being able to throw out the Earth Splitter, all that. And we saw just how ineffective the IO actually became, right? Because the Ice Blast, I believe, landed either onto CCNC And he took him back home to the well, but he wasn't able to really heal the way that, you know, he wants to because he's gotten hit with the Ice Blast again, still level 1, but the Ice Blast coming in, won't connect. CNC, he's looking, this troll comes forward, they managed to get a nice sleep, throw a tree at him as well.
And, like, it's way better to have the connection play aggressive, even when you're behind. Like, trying to play too far back matches almost never works. Split pushing got heavily nerfed with finds and stuff, and you want to be able to go for the find systems.
She's got a Silver's Edge completed now. CCNC. It's all kitted out, I'm sure just looking for some murder. Map's a little dark though, right? For the side of Optic, we've only got really one ward over here in the lane. I feel like that could be a little bit spooky for them, but they do have the Aegis, so I don't think they're going to try to press too hard. I don't know. Unless they know where everyone is, right?
You kind of want a big pick off with that Blink Dagger on the troll, or you want to wait for T2.
Ooh. Well, that's a good pick off for the side of Optic. ECNC is able to just solo kill the Faceless Void. Zai's just running out of Batten in mid lane. Okay, cool. Just normal Dota 2 things, right?
Alright. Dude, Zai is actually so far right now. He's level 15. He's almost ahead of Ryoya in level.
Yeah, he's got a completed Solar Crest on him. He's got a Blink Dagger queued up, like... It's always a treat to be able to watch Zai play this hero, like we said. BKB actually gets picked up, too. We're on 33.
I was expecting the eggs on Zai, the eggs talent. Luna Blade and the...
have you seen Zai's IO? Zai's IO is a murder machine who don't need anyone but whatever creep he is tethered to. This guy went for the 60 damage talent. He's definitely going for the 90 spirits damage. Like, come on, Bowie. He has a one-man killing machine on this hero. Now he's just gonna run right up right. Look at this. Tiny doesn't want to deal with this little IO. He knows it's too spooky for him.
Little IO for sure.
Really.
Top lane. Master's only Roshan is about... I mean, getting close to respawn, so you want to get map control on the area. Back more. There's a lot of sentries, bro. Trying to get. We also have Chrono, but already 28.
Oh my word, that is a big net worth. I feel like they're just patiently waiting, hoping that someone will show up so that way I can get this kill on PPD here. I don't know though. It's rare to see PPD have this much farm.
He almost has a...
He's usually the destitute position 6 whenever we see him play. Zai's definitely eating. Look at, oh my gosh, Zai's gonna have a completed Pipe of Insight soon.
So fast, man.
Yeah, he's got himself a little pupper here.
Alright, well, Immortals, I guess they're feeling scared, but at the same time you don't want to commit Chrono before the Roshan timer, just because if you get a long one or if you get a too short one, Optic will just get a free Roshan.
Oh no. Yeah, he was waiting for that. Oh, they use the Chronosphere just on Zai. I need that to sink in for a moment, Bowie.
You gotta do what you gotta do, boss.
I know. Well, no, I 100% agree that they have to do something. They have to find some sort of a pickoff, but I feel like this is so heavily abusable. It was just Zai. So now, once this Roche is up and running, which, let's see, timing on it is... I mean...
They won't have Chrono.
They won't have it, no. You're better at reading the Roshan timer than I am.
In my opinion, if Immortals, if they don't contest this, it's gonna be high ground time for Optic. Ready? Actually, his BKB.
Oh no! See you later, Febby. That's huge. That's huge. This means that that's one less thing that they have to worry about going into that pit, although he's going to respawn in about 35 seconds, so... I don't know. They should be able to Roche. Look how fast this Roche is going to go down, though. Got Void standing nearby. He's got a Shadow Blade. They've got a lot of vision. They've got ways to cancel out. Look at this. 33 is just... He is the guardian of his team here. He says, alright, I know they're probably going to want to try to get the jump in, but do everything we can to cancel that out. And like we got the Troll Summoner creep down here. Tiny hiding out in the trees while the rest of the team just makes their way down the mid lane.
Pro bottom. Don't have Chrono in Pro is by himself here. I feel like that's their... That's probably holy fight right now.
I don't know if you want to take this fight outside of the base. I mean, they don't have the troll, so I can understand what they're doing, but Fiend's Grip comes out. They've got their eyes on the Sabaton, and CCNC is godlike. He's got that BKB's eyes already tethered to him. Have to worry, and they're just going to start sieging away. They don't even have Pycat. Pycat all the way down here in the bottom lane. But without that Abaddon, I feel like they're feeling very, very strong. They've got the pipe completed over on Zai. Got cheese on Lena too. 33's just hitting buildings, and here comes Pycat. He says, wow, you start the party without me. Alright. BKB actually getting popped here. 33 just wants to casually hit these racks, I guess. Zai staying very, very far back. Oh, there's a jump forward though. The BKB coming out from Pycat. He's got his eyes on Dupa, who take him down, and Nappy can get a good bash over onto MP. This is looking pretty scary. They don't have the vision though. AA gonna have to go and buy himself back. Pycat just gonna continue over here. They do have a nice chrono here if they want to try to go for it, but they can't find the opening. They're gonna be able to jump right back in. Pycat just ripping people apart left and right. In comes the IO. He's got the overcharge. Ray can't get away. That's an ultra kill. Can they get the kill on the Void too? I don't know, but they're sure as heck trying, Bowie. They're looking for a bash. They're gonna go right into this fountain. Oh no.
Oh, nice.
Zai, what a bro. What a bro. The GG gets called though. Optic Gaming takes the series 2-0.
So, I mean, they decided to try to fight against the IO. I commend that. Better heroes, it felt like they actually